What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your boy Billiam. Hey, man, we gonna go into this county jail situation. So I want to tell y'all a little something, bro. So you know where I was at when I met Boleg. That's the exact place I was at for the probation violation. You know what I'm saying? And I told y'all he had got sentenced to 5 years. He had took 5 years and went down the road, went to prison. So I'm in there one day, bro. I'm walking laps. I'm walking laps with this dude that I had ended up getting cool with. And we just talking about what we're gonna do when we get out. He had to go to prison for a year, but I gave him my information. We said we was gonna get up, when he out and I'm out, and we gonna put some work together. I was telling him the type of work I do and that I could interview him because I think I'm about to start taking these interviews a little serious. And I was telling him, like, you got a good story or whatever the case. So we walking and he just, we go to shifting all kind of subjects, just killing time, really. He telling me about the girl he deal with and the hood he from, Etheridge or something like that in Atlanta. And we just talk about all kind of stuff. So he like, yeah, bro, I'm about to go use the bathroom real quick. I ain't gonna spend this last lap with you. So that basically means when we get to by where my room at, I'm gonna stop walking with you. You just keep going. I'm about to go use the bathroom and I'm gonna catch up with you when I come out. So I'm like, yeah, for sure. Cause me and bro used to be walking for a long time. Like at one period, we'd be walking, man. Me and bro walked talking before from the time the doors popped, which was 6 a.m, up until the time where they made us lock down for count, which was 11 a.m. So that's like 5 hours straight, just walking, talking, but it felt like it went by quick like that. So he push off, he go in the bathroom, so I'm walking. I'm still walking by myself. You might got a few other people come up trying to talk to me, but I'm just doing me. And when I walk past the door, I hear the door pop. I hear the door say, pop. You hear it pop from the outside. That means the officer getting ready to open the door. The officer done called on a radio to the people in main control to pop the door. You know what I'm saying? So I hear it pop, but I'm looking at the door for a minute. I'm looking over my shoulder, but I don't see it open. So I just keep walking, you know what I'm saying? And when I spin back around, like right when I'm getting ready to pass it again, I hear the door open. But I kind of look up, you see like 3-4 people out there with carts and stuff. Not carts, but the crates, the property boxes that they give us. So I keep walking. I'm just like, it's 3 people coming in here. But I was only concerned because I had an open room. My roommate had went home or went to another county, wherever he went. And I just don't want them putting no goofball in my room. You know what I'm saying? Man, when I get to the end of the thing to spin around and get ready to come back up walking this way, I look at the people trying to see, and one of the people was Boleg. So, and I'm walking up, I'm looking straight at him. He looking around, looking all crazy. It's somebody he recognizing there. He talking about, homeboy, what up, though? What up, though? He done went and dapped somebody up. And I came around, he didn't even notice me. He looked at me, but he didn't notice me. He was doing too much at one time. And when I walked around, we was probably about this far apart. I was like, that boy Boleg. And man, that man looked over at me. He seen me, man. He dropped his property box. Homeboy, homeboy. Man, he ran up to me. He hugged me. Man, this my homeboy from the street. That serious, home. That serious, home. I was just sitting back thinking like, damn, Boleg, you ain't even been in the dorm 2 minutes. You coming to hit a damn line already. You talking about some yo homeboy from the street. So he like, boy, what you doing in here, boy? So I told him, like, I had a probation violation. I told him the little situation. He like, damn, homeboy, what you think they gonna do? I was like, ain't no telling. I'm just, I told him I turned myself. He said, you turned yourself in? I said, yeah. He said, CBL, man, you dumb as hell, homeboy. Ain't no way, homeboy. That serious, home. That serious, home. Ain't no way you turned yourself in. So I'm like, yeah, bro, I just wanted to get it out the way, bro. I didn't want it lingering over me. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to drive legally. I want to be able to go where I want to go without being paranoid, do what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, nah, I feel it. So he asked me what room I was in. So I told him. One of the dudes that came in with him was assigned to my room because he had went in there already. Bole was like, oh, hell no. So he went limping over there real quick. He went in there, said whatever he said to do. So I go in the room. he putting this stuff together. He talking about some homeboy. Man, that's crazy, homeboy. That's serious, home. I said, what the hell you doing here? He said, man, I'm back here on the percussion order. I said, a what? He said, a percussion order. I said, what's a percussion order? He said, a percussion order, homeboy. When you file something and you come back to court, that's serious, home. I said, you talk about a damn production order, man. He said, shit, that's what I said, man. I just was like, whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. Before I could even ask him what he back to court for, this man looks me in my eyes, bro. And it was kind of sad because he looked me in my eyes, smile on his face. He's sweating. He hot. He wipe his head. He look at me, smiling, and said, how Mike Foster been? How Mike Foster been? I just said, shit, he all right. He good. He said, oh, man, I got to talk to my homeboy, man. That serious, home. That serious, home. I got to talk to my homeboy. So I was like, yeah, next time I holler at him, I'll try to see if you can holler at him or whatever the case. And for the people that don't know, if this your first time watching this video, I don't know who the hell Mike Foster is. He said that's my brother, that they was in the group home together, and I just went along with it. Shit, why not? So while me and Boleg sitting there talking, we hear the door pop, but I ain't studying it because we ain't got nothing going on nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Bro, an officer walks in the door and pops straight up at my door. Now, this was a young lady that a lot of people, I guess, lusted after and tried to holler at, and everybody thought they had something going on with her, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she was a decent-looking female or whatever. We just gonna call her Miss R. So Miss R come to the door. She was like, hold on now. You ain't finna be bullying nobody in my dorm just because you came from prison. So he like, no, baby, I ain't, man, that's serious, baby. That's serious, baby. I ain't trying to bully nobody in your dorm. So she was like, well, first off, don't call me your baby. My name is R. Officer R, call me that. And she was like, and shit, this inmate is assigned to this room, and he said that you came and whoop. And then Boleg was like, man, hell no, man, this my homeboy, man, that serious, home, that serious, man, this my homeboy. I know bro from the street, man, his big brother was like this, man, his big brother was in the foster home together. Come on now, Miss R, man, fuck with me now, Miss R. So Miss R was like, she would call him his real name. She was like, Foster, it don't work like that, woo. So this man gonna look at me and mumble as if she's not standing right here. She can't hear it. This man gonna look at me and say, hold on, homeboy, let me go deal with this. And he was like, come on. He went out there talking to her, whatever the case is. 5 minutes later, he came back in the room. He was like, come on, man. That's serious, home. So I said, what the hell happened? He said, nigga, that's my bitch, nigga. I said, what? He said, man, that's on everything, nigga. Nigga, I was talking to her down the road the whole time, nigga. That's my bitch for real, nigga. She just moved that nigga in another room and put me in this room. That's serious, home. So I'm thinking the nigga lying, because it don't work like that. Police don't operate like that. They like to show that they are the ones in control. They like to show that they run the show. So if an officer coming in like, hey, this the room you in, they like it to go just their way, or they feel defeated. Like when I was in there, I had an officer, I had my bottom bunk. The officer came straight in there and said, hey, Bill, this dude got a bottom bunk profile. You got to hop up to the top bunk. I didn't give him no bicker. I just jumped up there because I know if I didn't, you know, it'll be an issue. They try to do all the extra stuff. So I stick my head out the door to look, and the dude who was in his room, I see him going into another room. So I don't know now, Bole, shit, I don't know about all that. We be talking when I was down the road, but he went down there and finessed her some type of way. So the day go by, he telling me that he trying to come up off of the 5 years and get credit for time served for, I think, the 2 years or the almost 2 years that he been locked up, because they was trying to say his 5 years is mandatory, and he was trying to not do that much time. So he had his order put in the production order, or whatever he called it earlier, and that's why he was back. So everything going smooth. Now, every time that girl popped the door, you see Boleg getting to the door, limping to the door real fast, talking to her. You could clearly see in the girl's face that she ain't studying no damn Boleg. She really want him to leave her alone. It's harassment at this point. and based off the way she look at him, to be frankly honest, I don't think she liked the way he walked, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So Bro, every lockdown, he talking about Miss R, telling me this. So I just go to asking him questions. I'm like, damn, so y'all used to be on the phone? He's like, yeah. I'm like, damn, so how you ended up getting her on the phone? Man, homeboy, homeboy, didn't see her home. Then he get up, start pacing back and forth in the cell, telling me this whole story about how he seen her on Facebook. She told him he looked so cute and familiar. She told him she want to rub his bald head and it looked so soft and all kind of shit he said, that girl said. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, bro. So that day go by, everything smooth. Bro, the very next morning, now we got to stand online for count. As soon as they pop the doors, sometimes they give you like 10 minutes or whatever, but they'll pop the doors and be like, count time, or no, they don't call it count time. In the county jail, they call it bunk inspection. That means everything in your room got to be A1. Everything got to be clean. Can't nothing be on the table or on the seats. Your bed got to be made up the right way and all that type of stuff. So we jump up. I'm getting my stuff ready. Boleg getting his stuff ready. I go brush my teeth. He walking out the room talking about bunk inspection home. I'm like, okay, I heard a nigga. I'ma still brush my teeth first. Feel me? So he step out the door. Soon he walk out the door, I heard him say, Miss R, what's up, baby? And I hear her saying, Foster, my name is Officer R. Don't call me baby again. She said it all real loud. And I hear him while I'm brushing my teeth. I hear him saying, man, come on with this chick, man. Man, come on with that. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, this man is delusional, bro. So we go out there. We get online. I go stand against the wall. Bole walk away from her. Gonna come stand next to me. Talking about, let me stand next to my homeboy. He stand next to me. Now, it's two flights of steps. It's the first flight here, and then it's the second flight that go that way. The second flight that go that way is in the back of the dorm. Now, the officers always tell people, don't crowd the steps, which I feel is another part of control, because if I'm crowding the steps, what does that have to do with, you know what I'm saying? Like, what does any of that got to do with you doing your job? I'm not in front of the steps when you walk down here. If I'm just standing here for bunk inspection, and then after you inspect this row, I move out the way so you could walk up, what difference do it make? But she was just standing there, so she told the dude who came in, who was trying to tell on Bole about the room, to move from in front of the steps. But instead of her just straight up saying that, she called his last name and was like, you don't see nothing wrong with what you're doing? You don't see nothing wrong with what you're doing? So he was like, what's wrong with what I'm doing? So she was like, okay, we'll wait. I'm on your time. I got 12 hours to be here. Boleg, man, come on, bro. You know you ain't supposed to be in front of them steps, bro. Come on, man, nigga really beat your ass, bro. Dead serious, home. So dude eventually moved away from the steps, and then old girl came up to me, Foster, calm down. It ain't that serious. We ain't got to do all that. We ain't going to be beating nobody's ass about it now. Calm down. But you could tell she kind of liked it that, you know what I'm saying? Because her vibe was a little different towards him then. So then when she got done doing bunk inspection, he pushed up on her and talked to her. Now she's standing at the door talking to him for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So he come back limping to the room. So he get to the room, he like, man, that seared, homeboy. That seared. Man, that seared, home. That seared, home. I got that shit locked down, home. Man, I got that shit locked down, home. Man, I crash about her, man. That seared, home. I said, bro, you know, this county jail. That's why she said we ain't gonna be doing that. Your ass will be in jail. I mean, nigga, I'm already in jail. Your ass will be in the hole about playing with these folks in their county jail, talking about jumping on these people and stuff like that, especially you get caught doing it, or if you in the wrong, like, bro, you'll get in some real trouble. Who this is pulling up in my folk driveway like that? Oh, that might be my sister big back ass. But I was like, bro, you can get in some trouble. He like, man, I got that shit locked down, home. That serious, home. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So now every time the girl come in, Boleg running up to her, talking to her. You know what I'm saying? Every single time. So let me think. It was another situation. Oh, so she doing bunk inspection one day when she worked that following week. And I guess somebody's bed wasn't made up. So she get to the door. She go to unlocking it with her key. We know that means you finna go on lockdown. So she went to looking at the room number. And she said, 6. Who's in 6 on the bottom? Who sleeps in 6 on the bottom? So dude came walking up. He was like, me, what's up? She was like, in the cell. He was like, for what? She was like, in the cell. So she slammed the cell door once he walked in. Soon he walked in and she slammed the door. He yelled out the door. He was like, what I'm locked down though for, Miss R? Miss R, what I did, what I'm locked down for, Miss R? And she was like, you know why? Look at your room. It's not according to the inmate handbook. Just being lame. So he go to spaz. F you, B, you ugly B, blah, 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 stupid B. Man, Boleg jumps off a line for inspection. Go to limping to the door. Man, you got me fucked up, home. Dead serious, home. Nigga ain't playing about her, home. I'll beat your motherfucking ass when you come off lockdown, home. Dead serious, home. You gonna have to fight me, nigga. You gonna have to see me about disrespecting her, home. So she go to walking back. She like, Foster, calm down. It's not that serious. I'm not studying that boy. I'm not worried about nothing. He saying like, no, I don't play that shit. Dead serious, home. Dead serious. I don't even play like that. Ain't nobody finna be talking to you like that. Dead serious, home. So the girl go to walking up even more. And she like, Foster, what is wrong with you? And while she walking up, Bole looked at him and said, man, you gonna apologize to her, home? Dead serious, home. I just came from level 5 prison, home. Dead serious, home. You gonna apologize to her? I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass when these doors pop. Dead serious, home. Man, that girl walked up like, Foster, calm down, calm down. She came over. I'm looking straight at Bole. I can't believe it. That girl walked straight up to that door. That man said, hey, Miss R, I apologize. I ain't mean to disrespect you. You feel me? I just was mad because I didn't know why I was locked down. And then she explained to him that his bed wasn't made right, blah, 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 blah. But, bro, you could have just told the man that at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like stuff like that be a person to splash you with water and then blame you for drowning them, saying how wrong you was. No, nigga, ain't nobody tell you to throw water on me in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I hope that ain't go over nobody's head, because in my mind, it makes perfect sense. But, yeah, so that was another situation. Then later on that day, she locked somebody else down for something that they had going on. Dude went to kicking the door. He was mad. Man, Boleg limped up them steps, went to dude's room, and standing outside the door like a big-ass kid. That's why you locked down, home. That serious, home. Yo, and you ain't gonna do shit, and you better not disrespect her. That serious, home. And I don't know why the hell these folks was scared of Boleg. I don't know what he had. They knew something about him. He had shit I ain't know about. Because them folks, Boleg talking all that smack to these people. These folks ain't nobody said nothing slick back. Ain't nobody tried to do nothing, you know what I'm saying? So Boleg just going in and in. Now, every time after he do something, he always got that bitch locked down, home. Dead serious, home. I got that little shit locked down, home. Dead serious, home. So one day, a couple days later, me and Boleg up early. I'm up struggling trying to brush my tongue because they give you a toothbrush this damn big. So once you go past this teeth right here, man, your whole got a hand in your mouth trying to brush your teeth because the toothbrush ain't but that damn long. So I'm talking to Boleg, and we sitting here talking about, just all kind of stuff, his plans, what he gonna do when he get out, where he gonna live at. He think about buying him a trailer, all kind of stuff, and put him some brick up under it and stuff like that. And then as the conversation was going all perfectly fine until he gonna say, hell yeah, home. Hell yeah, home. Me and Miss R gonna be in there. Miss R gonna be cooking for me. Dead serious, home. And I was just sitting here like, damn, bro, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So while he's sitting here talking, he getting his bed ready and stuff. I just want to end. I'm on the bullshit. So I said, hey, Bole. He like, yo. I'm like, bro, tell me a story about you and my brother, man. Something you ain't never tell me. He said, oh, man, nigga got plenty of them, home. Dead serious, home. Dead serious, home. That nigga said, man, I remember one time. And he just said it too fast, bro. Like, it wasn't nothing he had to think about or nothing. And that man say, man, I remember one time, home. Dead serious, home. But they did incentive. They came and fucked with us. They gave us some crazy bread from Little Caesars. Dead serious, home. I kid you not, home. Dead serious, home. But they gave us some crazy bread from Little Caesars. And we went out. We was working out because, your brother, Mike Foster, stay on that workout shit. Nigga, this when I was in a little better shape. Me and Mike Foster, man, we used to be working out. I'm talking about, man, everybody thought we was crip. They say we trying to be like Tookie Williams. Dead serious, home. So we had a plan to work out, come back, smash all the crazy bread. Came back in the dorm. Man, nigga done stole Mike Foster crazy bread. Man, we went crazy in that bitch. Dead serious, home. Man, we blacked every nigga out on the pod, man. Dead serious, home. And I said, so you and my brother, y'all gave everybody in that bitch a black eye about some crazy bread. Dead serious, home. I said, and did he ever get his crazy bread back? Way more back. Man, we took everybody crazy bread. We were the only two niggas in the boys' home eating crazy bread. Dead serious, home. Even one of the officers came up and was like, damn, y'all boys balling. Y'all bought all the crazy bread. And I'm sitting here looking at this nigga like, nigga, you look like a damn crazy bread. That should have been your name. While we talking, the girl go to screaming bunk inspection. When she screamed bunk inspection, Boleg lift up his mat and pulled something out and opened it. It's a little note he done wrote. He say, homeboy, what you think about that? That serious, home. So I look at the damn note. He telling the girl how beautiful she is and how sweet her voice is, and he thinks she gorgeous and this and that. And he had Miss R wrote on the front of the thing. And his bed was kind of messed up a little bit. It wasn't 100% messed up, but it was wrinkled to the point she'd say something about tightening it up. And he was like, homeboy, I got her ass locked down so good, homeboy. That serious, home. She ain't, I'm telling you, homeboy, she gonna come to this cell. She gonna see that letter with her name on it, homeboy. She gonna get it, homeboy. That serious, home. And she ain't gonna say nothing to me. Next time she come back in there, bitch, she gonna be smiling. That serious, home. So I'm like, okay. So we go on the wall. So I grab anything out my room, like my bottle of water that I know I'm probably gonna need, because you leaving the damn bed like that, your ass getting locked down. I done been in this jail enough times to know that they don't play that bunk inspection stuff. At least certain officers do, certain officers don't. So we go stand on the line for count. You know, he limp over there. He say whatever he say to her. She say whatever she say back. He come over here against the wall. So she saying what she say. Good morning, everybody. Today, such and such, such and such. My name is Miss R. I'm going to be your flow officer today. She's just giving her speech as she's walking during the bunk inspection. So when she make it to our room, she like kind of looked and kept walking and came back and looked and stepped in the room. I'm looking right at her, but out the corner of my eye, because if she looked back, I don't want her to see that I'm staring straight at her, just in case, hypothetically speaking, if her and Bole really do got something going on, I don't want to seem like I know the whole play. Bro, I watched that girl with my own two eyes, grabbed the thing off Boleg bed, and then said, cell 9, bottom bunk, fix that bunk, and then walked off. So I said, oh shit, Boleg might know what he talking about for real. So she did the whole inspection. She left out. Boleg ain't say nothing to her. So we went right back to the room. Boleg looking at me the whole time. So we get back in the room. I said, hey, I got to give you your props, because your ass ain't like, man, dead serious, home. Dead serious, home. I'm telling you, home, I got that bitch locked down, home. Dead serious, home. And right when he was talking, the door popped. And I stuck my head out the door. It was the girl and the sergeant that's working the floor come walking in, and everybody screams, Sarge on the floor. And when they say Sarge on the floor, you got to go against the wall. You know what I'm saying? So me and Boleg come walking out the room, getting ready to go against the wall. The sergeant said, hold on, y'all stay right there. So I stopped. Me and Boleg stand right there, and he walked straight up. He looked at Miss R. He was like, which one it was? And she pointed to Boleg. So the sergeant looked at me and was like, you got anything out that room you need? Because he finna be locked down till nighttime. He ain't coming back out. So Boleg was like, for what? What I did? What I got to be locked down for? And Miss I was like, writing me that damn letter and not having that bed made up. That's why I told you, stop doing that. Stop addressing me as your baby. All that type of stuff. So you going on lockdown. So I grabbed little snacks, whatever I needed out the room, and they locked Boleg down. So then when they finished bunk inspection, I go walk back over there to the cell. I say, damn, Boleg, I thought you said you had her ass locked down. I say, she, you ain't got her locked down. Nigga, she got you locked down. Literally. He talking about, man, go ahead on with that shit, man. Man, that serious, home. She just doing that shit in front of Buddy. Man, that serious, home. And I say, that nigga talking about he got her ass locked down so much. No, nigga. She got you locked down. That damn girl don't like you, man. What the hell wrong with Boleg? Crazy ass, man. But hey, listen. I know some of this shit be comical, bro, but that's no place to be. Any form of incarceration, county jail, juvenile, prison, it's a terrible place to be. It's a mentally draining thing, bro. Like, you got to understand, some people, it hit them so hard, it affect them so much that they commit suicide because they can't deal with the mental part of it, bro. I'm telling you, life out here, whether you got all the money, whether you got the nicest car, the nicest clothes, the finest girlfriend, life out here is far better than any day in there. Keep that in mind. Take heed. It's your boy Bill. I'm gone.